Hello, does he look like I have a vacation here? Hey, well, Park City. Woo! You thought it was just cartoon kids only? You might want to wake up and smell the company. No, Mom and Dad are just creepy this. It's not just Cartoon Network all the time. Y'all better be getting good grades, or I'm telling your parents. I'm telling everybody. You got that? Okay, good. Represent Fort Knox. You better watch your health. Eat your Cheerios, you'll be okay. Alright, much love. God bless everybody out there. Sitting next to two angels and Mary herself. Beautiful as they are. Got them thinking of my son and every other child around the world. God be with Fergie, $2 and everybody else. William, Harry, George, little George, Kate, and the newborn on the way, expecting. I saw Good Morning America the other night. Oh, God bless y'all. And I watched the news and it came in. God bless you, Robin. Die-hard fans over there in New York. Everybody else. Jack. Kelly and Michael, The View, Oprah, everybody. Die-hard. Carrying on. Let's see how. For more information on this book, y'all can visit your local library or pick up a copy at barnesandnobles.com. God bless y'all. As Hector's condition continued to deteriorate, Sarah became very upset and concerned about his gaunt appearance when she visited him while he recuperated. Peter Brown's wife, Birch Farm, chemotherapy had withered away El Gordo's bulk, and some of his hair had fallen out. Andrea stayed behind to attend the King Constantine's 50th birthday party at Spencer House, the London home of Princess Diana's family, until her father sold it to the Rothschilds. He joined her for the one official engagement they had to agree on to undertake. The opening of Jaguar's new North American headquarters in New Jersey. They also visited Barney's, the 7th Avenue store, which sold British made men's clothes. He told a rapt audience about the bucket fracture, which happened when a plane suddenly loses height. I'm not sure if I can explain this in front of women. He said things shrivel when you go down fast. He did not join Sarah when she attended the pride dinner party at the 15th Avenue apartments of Jeanette's and Bobby Foreman. The son of our Palm Beach host, Robert Foreman, was in a high spirits to say the least. Observe one who was unaccustomed in the Duchess in full flow. She showed several guests how to dance like a duchess. Then she picked up a knife, taped the foreman's pet dog on either side of his ears and her eyes. Sarah Rutherford, when the harmless Frank was reported back to SW1, Her mother-in-law shared the astonishment of a guest who said, "It's kind of surprised us when she knifed the dog." The Queen might have been more surprised if she had caught Sarah that one of her impressions of Her Majesty used her friends. Just 2 days after the oath visited the estate, Brown was sentenced to court of Bridger, Connecticut, to one part jail term to be suspended at about 9 days. In fact, he served 84 days in a federal prison camp, 5 years probation, 500 hours of a federal prison camp for 5 years probation, 500 hours of community service. In addition, he was fined $65,000. Brett had been a good friend to Susie and Hector, and Sarah's loyalty toward him did not waver. The favor she about to bestow on T.Y., however, was another matter entirely, and it turned into the biggest fox paw she had ever made. Just before the Iraq invasion of Kuwait, at the beginning of August, Sarah arranged a small dinner party at Buckingham Palace for Steve and Dr. Ramazzi Salman, the head of Iraq State Oil Marketing. Oil marketing Iraq had become the power of the international community after Saddam Hussein's regime had unleashed a reign of terror against its opponents. Innocent people, many of them Jews, had been executed in public to teach them a lesson. After the meal, Sarah said that she had agreed to put in an appearance at soiree given by the conference party. Treasurer Lords McFarlane and his wife Romley in the garage in Upper Brook Street, Mayfair. She astonished the McFarlanes and their guests by arriving around 11 p.m. with Wyatt and his Iraq friend in tow. Romley offered Sarah in her own place next to Lord McFarlane and was about to show the men to another table when Wyatt grabbed the Duchess' hand and jested, "My woman and I sit together." The dinner that Sarah hosted for Wyatt and Dr. Sloan created an international incident which news of it leaked out. Members of the royal family and the palace secretary were appalled that Sarah could have been so indiscreet as to entertain in Iraq, particularly as the Kuwait royal family were on excellent terms with the House of Windsor, most of them, including the Emir of Kuwait, were living in Kensington in exile as the Middle East reached flashpoint. What made the offense even more grievous was that Oscar Wilde was not only buying 250,000 barrels of crude oil a day from American government, he was also in the process of negotiating a deal which could give Saddam Hussein a share in the East Coast American refinery share, trying only to replace some of White's hospitality. Could not have stumbled into a more explosive political issue. If she had tried Oscar Wilde and had known Saddam Hussein for 20 years, and Solomon, one of Saddam's closest confidants, was also his friend, the matter did not go unnoticed at the headquarters of British intelligence in Corazon Street, Mayfair. Among the American cousins of the CIA and Langley Virginia was long before something happened. When the fuss over the Mulligan holiday had all but died down, the other informer, at this time an American telephone, the confidential team about Sarah's next incursion in Jeff arrived by Steve White. The Duchess would have been leaving the airport in northern England after an engagement with Duke in the Yorkshire and the Hargreaves. That midway, Andrew returned home to Castlewood to be with Beatrice and Eugene. Sarah, the source correctly predicted, would not be at her husband's side when he presented trophies of the Royal County at Berkshire Polo Clubs the following day. The informer suggested that this time she was bound for Greece. In fact, he meant nice and emissary and cost the paper valuable time. The following unbelievable journalists made calls trying to locate the white plane at the airport, an island in the Ocean. see Steve and had Sarah had touched down in the south of France and headed up for Cape Verde. They followed the Cornish toward Monte Carlo. Mountains rose up to the left, and to the right were rocky shores and dazzling white beaches washed by azure blue Mediterranean. The car bore along Somerset Mountain Boulevard to a point where she caught first sight of the White House precisely above the legendary Hotel du Cap. This was the house to which Prince Rainier had brought his children. She caught her first sight of the White House precisely above the legendary hotel. This was the house to which Prince Rainier had brought his children, pointing out the fine blue and white Chinese porcelain in the drawing room, which no Negroes had visited from the yacht, in which David never ended to swim in the pool while Oscar Wilde pulled Henry Ford off to the crowded part of the lawn to talk serious business when money had become a bit tight. Oscar had sold La Mosquée and rented another villa nearby. To Sarah, who lived in Palace, says this was a much new playground, where money made the rules, no stout skirt, courtier, raised gentlemen. Two gentle eyebrows and cough mononym behind the gloved hands here. This was the Brazil of very rich people with all over tens of best teeth. Implant surgery could provide. On one occasion, Oscar show up pronounced for Lim was a waste of time just then. His beautiful, lively time seemingly passed by approach before him. Increased and carried Lim for a passion of her for her, and Oscar's resentment of the wasted days slipped away. Now preparation more advanced for the most elaborate of all Lim's one parties. A celebration for her 60th birthday that night in the canopy of stars. Sarah could see the yacht moors along the cape and listen to the cow belting of the rigging against the linen mast, nestling down the shore. Not far away, a singeing campfire, where it was shopping home the fair composer Andrew Lloyd Webber. Sarah looked at those she belonged to the southern France rather than some dreary stately home in no, a retired Englishman who lived nearby. He seemed terribly free. Although it was only supposed to be our escort, I didn't see Steve get one moment's attention. By the time the comfort of Steve and located Sarah, Steve was playing it safely. Returned to her New England time for her to open the doors of children. Such at Dorchester. The following afternoon, sitting in the coastal towers, Houston office block, Oscar Wilde was reluctant to talk about the time Sarah spent at Cap Fair. She was in the south of France part of that summer, but she wasn't at our villa for the birthday party, he said, choosing every word with great care. She was never at one of my wife's birthday parties. No, sir, why should I lie to you? The security would have been outright outside, he confirmed, that none of the coastal planes have been used for years. For that flight or one to the Morocco and May. Now, not that I wouldn't have been perfectly delighted for her to ride one of our airplanes, he chuckled. Sarah's friendship with Wyatt was further cemented that the summer when Wyatt accompanied her on a flight across the lake to visit her now rapidly failing stepfather in New York. By the way of thanking him, she took to Steve to dine at Windsor Castle on their return, and arranged for him to sit next to the Queen. That's why I had become a friend of Prince Andrew as well. And the prince was more often than not on any evil duties. He was accepted by Her Majesty Lin, son and carved out the privileged position of the highest born family in the kingdom. Nor was White the only citizen of the United States dependent from the largest, the York's largest, the unconventional attitude towards so many American friends Gene Norkin, they accepted the approach and operating exclusively in the art of publishing deal with Hello and now a showcase for the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Hello, in common with virtually every other woman magazine in the Western world, wanted to photograph the Yorks at home with preachers and eugenists for a family unit. The pictures will illustrate questions and answers to be conducted by the Marquis at Casanovas. It was agreed that Jean Nicoun would be a credited photographer. Last Prince Andrew took the pictures used in the literature device to send those pictures in which he was been frolicking with his daughter. Such a colorful group was fraught with danger Spanish only, but it did. Chiefly in London, Lowe was an interloper in the highest complex. British magazines marked were in reverential truth, the rich and open door either. Editors could not breach anybody guarantee hostile headlines in the daily newspaper. Andrew and Sarah went ahead with the enterprise, and the old state was recorded amidst the scenes of domestic bliss and bad time. Seems this bad time and nappy changing with Eugene 4 months old, feeding time for breacher sons too. Both little girls splashing in the pool with daddy. For is the most delicious, the most important thing that I found out looking back, I noticed that this is an amazing ability to make one feel like a ladylike woman. He has no macho said side to him. He's a German through and through, and he doesn't make any effort to do it. He's beautifully mannered. I think it's so refreshing to find a man who occasionally be spoiled yet be unspoiled. And at such a young age, at least 25 or 26, I couldn't get over how in my life outside, as I call it, there were so many men strutting around. Wearing and refreshing to find the greatest before done spot at such a young age, 25 or 26. Get over how my life outside caught it. There was many strutting around thinking that they were so smart while they were being so proud to women. For his part, the Duke repeated something he had said before marrying Sarah was unruly the best decision he had made. In his life, contributed to the theory that the old marriage was shaky and the real evidence of once hello hit the newsstand. The magazine UK manager Goodman knew his scoop when she saw one. Then spot 70 of the pictures across 48 pages of the magazine. She was more inhabited when it came to discussing the financial arrangements. Hello, I made the Yorks unknown. It was believed the Buckingham Palace and asked her about their rumors of a deal in the region of 250,000. She astonished everyone by saying that the Yorks Paris received no feed, commenting on the deal. Barbara's Cartland, President Diane's step-grandmother, prophesied the ark. The royal family was loose to my supply. They all will go together. The younger woman liked that one in taking a common touch to her. Jean looked and saw it differently. There was a particularly about the English's like that attitude towards children. You can only have them, but don't bring them into my restaurant. Likewise, our royal family have been seen with sceptre, crown, and prompt in circumstance. But you can have some of them. Don't bring Genie consult there was particular about English is like that towards children you can have them, but don't bring them into my restaurant. Likewise, a royal family can be seen with sceptre across prompt and circumstance, but never at a very large personal level which there were two having feelings. That was basically the idea behind the house bread, to show that there was a very personal life to its family. The phone call Sarah had been dreading came through the Argentine while Hello was still processing his world exclusive at the end of July, and as Andrew was preparing by joining HMS Cameltown, Hector Bernardes was the rat was dying and returned home to El Portugal to spend his last day in the ranch. That had become his own Susie life work. He made one last quest of the woman he had held dear as any daughter before he died. He wanted to see Sarah Beatrice one last time, and it was possible those who wanted to hold baby Eugene in his arms. With one tears in her eyes, Sarah willing to greet Nanny Ansel packed their bags and travel with Sarah. The little princess took on his help, which plain grabbed him to make sure grasp one way at the ranch. Even so near the end, Hector did not lose his indescribable love of life. Eugene brought happiness in the dying man. She ate the visitors should enjoy themselves. Watch them from cars. Sarah strapped young trees in which Sarah helped plant 10 years earlier in the Pole Hill. Hector carved on the pampas, which Susie had at his side. He died that day after Sarah and Goswell home from Argent. He was buried at Peace Garden Cemetery, Buenos Aires. El Gordo was only 51. Jack gave vent to her feelings for a factor at a party in the National Cancer Charity given by Pakistan. Khan and National Historical Museum in South Kensington, the plant suffering beyond understanding. She said the only father suffering from a normal healthy life within 6 months of told and had an ability to walk, even talk, knowing the truth. If you're lucky enough to have it, make you almost unrecognizable, she said, tearful farewell to Hector. Animal service arranged by Lord Bestley at church and Hector's home. Pitch arranged by Lord Bestley at church near. Or service arranged by Lord Bestley at church near Hector's home. Pitch stored. Stop parking, Lois in her voice. With emotion, she began her murmur. Ready, death, and nothing. I have only the blades Next year, she comforted Susie and straightened them back as much as she changed them. Then the Sarah and Andrew hosted Black a tie and a warming party at their new home. Sunning out Palm House changed from the morning clothes of the city emerald green dress. It matched as how her hair. Sarah greeted guests who could include Michelle Kane and wife Shakira Lady Anne, Lady Helen Windsor, and her aunt Julie Fonse Tam. Taylor Steve Watt was also there and brought with him his old friend from school days, John Bryan. There was the first meeting between Sarah and Johnny, and in Steve's presence was really subdued, a bit overdrawn. As Dave commented, Fergie deserved his behavior, and that's all the start. Deserved his behavior that night, saw the start out of a change in him. For one thing, he started to cultivate. Don't next more. English says and asked us to call him John instead of Johnny. Whatever that takes to drive the church, no one could have to have been impressed by Methodist and once they had crossed the threshold, showed the natural top floor of the vast, the white inches in the crowd by glass door ceiling, and medical minstrel gag attested by John Tyler and old Windsor, but the kitchen was modern American ranch legends. Thumbing Hill would never rate one of the greatest lit daily homes, but it's refreshing. Combination of old and now made, especially as everything else. Yes, Brown, we both sunning out because we were walking at Windsor one day by the lake and we came across a very nursery car where the Queen and Prince Philip once had a little house and should bear it down. Anywhere to an awful lot of criticism. I've been delighted to live where Andrew did not have sunny hill. And it's mostly hard. Been delighted to live feasible things, but I'm there to say that it was injured but silly. Sunning hill, it was hard work. A lot of those people didn't think I'm very strong. But when it comes to the Duke of York, his decision because I did not. I did it the day I married. I said I would in my house. Anything would pay whatever, so I pushed for anything. I was just happy. It's the worst house I rented a room, collapsed, and then we were engaged. The English designer Nina Campbell had wrote his sister Parish after being such pointed suggestions were made to say that her American tastes were highly delusional in how such as the sentiment value of the Queen Sister's Parish. The great look at sweet, but the value to the rooms under Miss Campbell's reflected a tidied up version of English country house. Chintz tartans and one line. James Nine was given card to Blanche Drouins around them. Miss Sauce and Buckingham Box. And went to custom like pictures and furniture. Well, former Royal Observer with Galileo line to refer to himself as Joe the Carpenter. To line the huge walk-in wardrobes, there was personal touch to the entries, frame photography on the walls. Sarah was out tape. Had been added to cuddly feeling to make a couple more comfortable sofas. I'm going to stop now. God bless. Hope y'all watch your help from my heart right here in my home in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Much love, support, and for us and everybody else around the world. Be kind to others as they are to you. I've been watching the Royal Family on show TV. It's a lot different, realistic, not just seeing history and looking at Marie Antoinette, the movie, and Kirsten Dunst, and everybody else. Such places that actually took part in history, yes, and that people visit yearly, if not once in a while, on occasion. God bless all of you all over the